Yes, people, white football, and welcome back to another match preview. On this occasion, it's Arsenal versus Leicester in the Premier League. As always, if you're new around here, if you enjoy football content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700 and drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. And in the description, I have a link to all my socials, including my TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. While a big game in the Premier League, Arsenal versus Leicester, two teams that, let's be honest, have been decent teams in recent season. It's not a game you can say for definite one team is going to win, and it's a game that normally boasts a lot of class. I remember back when Arsenal beat Leicester 3-1, when Ozil had one of the greatest games in his Arsenal shirt, scoring great goals. The 4-3 at the start of the season, even the Welbeck last second winner 2-1. That was just amazing in recent Arsenal and Leicester history. Some great moments, especially for Arsenal. But Leicester here looking to take a win at the Emirates. Starting with how the game's being played. It's being played tomorrow, Sunday the 13th of March, a 4:30 p.m. kickoff on Sky Sports. So we'll have all the prime pundits there. And if you're not in the UK, it should be shown on your local TV provider. Getting into the table now, Leicester doing terribly. I'm going to start with them. They're in 12th with only 33 points. The good thing for them is they've only played 25 games. They've got games in hand on the teams around them. And let's be honest, there's a bit of a bunch going on there. Between the likes of 9th to 14th, there's about 5 points separating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams. So 5 points between 6 teams. And with Leicester having 3 games in hand and 2 games in hand on some of the other teams, they could easily leapfrog a lot of teams here and go close to 9th or 8th. So that's incentive for them to start with a win at the Emirates. Arsenal, we have the same kind of scenario going on. We're on 25 games played with 48 points. We're in a great scenario, Arsenal. We're top 4 currently, and we've got games in hand on our competitors. Now, games in hand do not necessarily mean points. That is definitely true. However, it's always better to have games to be played than no games to be played. It is in our hands, which of course would be best. If it's in someone else's hands, you're relying on them to fail to succeed, and that's never in a scenario you want to be in. That compiled by the fact that today, as I'm recording this at 5:30 p.m, Manchester United play Spurs at Old Trafford. Arsenal's top 2 rivals for that top 4 spot, as well as West Ham United, face each other, which means at least one of those teams are going to be dropping points today. And if Arsenal win tomorrow against Leicester, that is a great result for them. In terms of the team news ahead of the game, starting with the home team, Arsenal, Emil Smith-Rowe is expected to be back. He missed the last game due to COVID-19. However, it seems as though he's recovered. Tomiyasu, the brother can't seem to get back into the Arsenal side. He's just always been injured. He's had a troublesome calf issue. He's unlikely to come back. Although, to be honest, Cedric Soares has been good for the Gunners, so it won't be that big of a miss. In terms of Leicester, injury FC, Johnny Evans, Ryan Bertrand, and Timothy Castagna are expected to be out, as well as Jamie Vardy, who's been out for most of the season. Ricardo Pereira may be fit, he's a doubt, and Wesley Fofana could come back after his horror injury in pre-season. And now let's talk about how the game's being played. It's going to be a tough game. Leicester are going to come with a game plan. They beat Arsenal. They got a draw, I believe, against Arsenal last season, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, they're going to come with a game plan to frustrate the Gunners. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to frustrate us and hit us on the counter-attack. They've got the likes of Barnes, who's going to be great on the wings. Albrighton maybe even can be a tricky player. Iheanacho up front. And of course, James Maddison, the player that Arsenal were linked to in the summer, as well as Odegaard. Arsenal chose Odegaard. Will Maddison have a bit of like an edge to him now to try and prove the Gunners wrong for choosing Odegaard over himself? Who knows? It's a game that Arsenal, I think, if we score early, Arsenal should go on to win this football match. If Leicester score early, it could be a bit nervy at the Emirates. It could pan out similar to how the Wolves match panned out a week or so ago, where Wolves are a good, technically gifted side, and we can't literally just drift through this game. We have to be on it. They're going to try and be good, shored up defensively, Leicester first, and then worry about the counter-attack. I don't think they'll come to dominate the ball against Arsenal, but who knows? But Arsenal in a rich vein of form. We're looking good on the ball. Eye test wise, Arsenal look a better team. There's one thing picking up points, but you can kind of finesse points and just get points luckily, scrape wins. Although on the score sheet and on the end result, we're winning games by 1 or 2 goals maximum, I don't feel like we're scraping victories. I do feel like we're stamping our authority and playing good football. A month or so ago when we played Man City at the Emirates and lost 2-1 due to a Rodri last minute goal, for a good 70-60 minutes, we dominated Manchester City. Yeah, we lost, but for 60 to 70 minutes, we dominated them. We played the best team in the Premier League out the park. So that shows the improvements we've made. Tottenham, let's be honest, they beat Man City, fair play, but they relied on a counter-attacking game. Anyone can really play a counter-attacking game against Man City. To actually dominate Man City on the ball, off the ball, that shows something. That shows a level of improvement in the squad, and Arsenal showcased that. And that was a turning point for me, where I thought actually Arsenal have become a better team here. Arsenal become a much better team that should be feared in the Premier League. And another win here. Look, it's just compiling the results. Everyone's been inconsistent. Apart from Liverpool, Man City, every team's been inconsistent. Chelsea even became inconsistent because they were going on a race for the title. They've fallen off now. They're more in a top 4 race. They should be secure, but who knows? Arsenal knocking on the door. Man United can't seem to pick up results consistently. Tottenham beat Man City, then lose to Burnley, then beat Everton again, so they're inconsistent. I mean, it's just a case of who can be the least inconsistent rather than who could be the most consistent for who's going to get this top 4. And this will be a great start if Arsenal can beat Leicester here, especially with that Arsenal have got tough games coming up. Leicester now, and then Liverpool at home in midweek, and then Aston Villa away. 3 tough games. If they can pick up 7 points, that'd be perfect. Even 6 points, I think, would be great turnaround from those 3 games. Going as far as my score prediction now, I'm going to go for an Arsenal win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Arsenal victory. Just about beating Leicester. Leave your score predictions in the comment section down below, as well as your thoughts ahead of the match. If you're an Arsenal fan, Leicester fan, or football neutral, and if you're new around here, if you enjoy Arsenal and football related content, please make sure to subscribe on my road to 700, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.